Hello. Welcome to another edition of Soccer As We Like It, the channel for football fans. First and foremost, let's get right into it. Gareth Southgate, the England manager, has officially quit today. Was he pushed? Did he decide it? Or was he sacked? But from all indication, he has quit the job as England manager. He took them to a semi-final, 2 finals of the Euros, 1 semi-final in the World Cup. So he has not underachieved. He just hasn't got what it takes to take the country over the line. So he has quit. He was runner-up in 2020 Euros, runner-up yesterday. He was runner-up in 2024 Euros to Spain and previously to Italy. So you got to look at it from all indications. What was the reason he quit? He's been there 8 years, and if you remember, he took over from a team that got beaten by Iceland in 2016 from Allardyce. But while you're watching, smash a like on that video. Don't forget to drop your comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much. But we're looking at this again from all indications and from all aspects. Was he actually good enough to take England over the line in the Euros? The Euros had good teams. The England composed, this was the best combination of players he had at his disposal. But if you look at it from all indications, he had Foden, he had the Bellingham, he had the Kane, he had the Xhaka, but he just didn't get them enough to that level of tactical net of trying to beat teams of higher level. When you're playing against Spain and Italy and all the Portuguese and all these things, you will see England's level is slightly dropped. We're able to beat the Luxembourgs, the Macedonians and all that stuff, but even England's road to this qualification was a bit stumbly. The friendlies, they got beaten by Brazil, even there was the change team. But one thing I would say Gareth Southgate did change and achieve was the club versus country mentality, and not knowing that all players don't have to come from a Champions League club, that you could pick players from a Crystal Palace, a Leicester City, and things like that. So that I will give him credit for, but I won't give him credit for because what he did in the Euros, he had enough players at his disposal to perform at a higher level and get a better result. But unfortunately, that team tactically were just not good enough. I'm sitting in sweltering heat out here. It's hot, but at the same time, I just got to let you guys know he could have done a better job. He could have done a better job with the quality of players he had at his disposal. Because there were times in the games, in some of the games up to the final, he could have done a better job making the right substitutions, the right players coming in, the right combinations. I mean, sometimes he didn't even have to start Harry Kane. Yes, he's the captain. I mean, players like, the Aston Villa guy, there were so many players who could have played. Palmer should have been starting some of those games, He could have started some games, but he never started. He was always brought on, and when people like Palmer came on, they changed the game with the energy. But sticking to the old guard at times is going to be a downfall. But I wish him all the best in his endeavours. But so who are the likely candidates? England have enough money to get the best of the best. Number one I would recommend would be Jurgen Klopp, ex-Liverpool manager who has worked and handled big players with big tactics and big systems in a good big methodology. I think he'll be the right guy. But there's Eddie Howe, who England will have to buy out of his Newcastle contract. There's also Potter, who's available, who was good at Denmark, did well at Brighton, but got blown away at Chelsea because Chelsea is a very difficult club to deal with. So I would say this: I would think Jurgen Klopp will be the best player, the best manager suited for England, who's worked with quality players, great players, world-class players, and big players from big clubs, so big personalities. So I would recommend Jurgen Klopp if they could get him, if England are that ambitious, because by September this year, at that Dublin Stadium, preparing for the Euro Leagues, they need to have got the act together. I'm Tim Russ, your host. Don't forget to like and subscribe. The day that Gareth Southgate has quit, England have left the building. Just as they left the building on Sunday, Gareth Southgate has also left the building. From me, it's goodbye and good night.